media, if I'm not mistaken, one of the parents are like a member of the church, like a deacon or something.
Figure it out for me. A loser sibling. Your sister's name from RIP when y'all both was bummy was Gloria Hallelujah. What did you think the future was about to play out like? Was this Sam or something? The stud girl?
Scarface.
But girl, please.
Victoria Woods is a real name.
Oh, you was about to lose. Anybody, the parent tried to make victory be in your name. They didn't see a bright future for you. Sometimes the parents can spot it right out the womb. Who's gonna be the loser sibling and who's gonna be the winner sibling. Honestly.
That's what they gonna
Now,
do.
I'm sorry if I'm triggering people out there that have like beefs with their parents because they were the loser sibling at some point. But some of y'all siblings are absolute losers. We knew you wasn't getting no record deal, girl. You wasn't about to save us. You wasn't about to change the generational curse. You could barely make grits.
She bright.
What the she talking about? And then to get all the way to the end and they ask her, what would you have needed?
2,500.
As soon as I heard that 2,500, I
Big
said, Joe Budden. Because he just said that, like, I'm telling y'all, 2,500 to get it done. That might be my offer rate for everything from here on.
So, Joe Budden, you podcast doing. Why the am I in your mother mouth hole? Just why am I doing it? You old as a mother, sitting on the couch having a talk show like a woman. You Dr. Phil looking at me. Why am I in your mouth? Why is you discussing me? Like, am I bringing y'all niggas clout or something? Bruh, what the hell you on?
Bro, you had a tag and everything. You wanted,
Bruh, this is my tripping.
you wanted to keep the tag.
Oh, God, what the bro, just get out my life, fool. Just get out my life. Get out my life. Get out my life. You doing too much.
You wanted to take them over the
Nah, bro, get the life, fool. Fat bangs ass. Get out my life. Get out my life. Get the life. You really just blew me, fool. Now I can get on your. Oh, God, you doing too much. Want to be seen and shit. Fuck, you do that shit. But anyway, like I was saying, Joe Budden, your career is sitting on the couch like a bitch, talking about everybody else's life. Why am I in your mouth, bro? Why the in your mouth? Tell me the truth. What's going on? If y'all niggas want me to come sit on the couch, just do the interview. Why is you mentioning me? You Mr. Clean looking at why? Nigga, you's a nigga that do podcasts for a living. Shut the up and sit the down.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back, another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and we back outside with it. H-Town, Texas nights once again. Pulled up over here to the fam crib, kicking it with my pops and everybody. He fired up the pit today, got down on the grill. We kicked back, chilled, watched the game, just relaxed at things. But I still had to pull up in the cut and let everybody know what was up with the latest with this Glorilla stuff. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clip in the beginning in full from episode 901 of the Joe Budden podcast, where they called it the loser sibling. They naming it after her this week right here. And then her response on From the Mud TV, where they caught her live and she responded to everybody who was saying things about her. And it is wild. And I said earlier in the video today that I did with Joe Budden, it's crazy that this organically is episode 901, and that's Memphis area code where she from. I said, oh my goodness. Now, this situation right here has gotten to the point, bro, you just never know how this game is going to go right now. Well, Joe was going at her after the TMZ interview and the things she said on there. But since then, she's been into it with Finesse 2 times, this person, that person, getting into it back and forth with Glorilla online. She done got the name Glorilla videos and a story and a backstories and old photos is all over the internet. Tory Lanez then reached out, shot her the $2,500 that she was asking for in that moment, and the DM went viral. So it's to the point now where in her mind, she's winning. She done got the game accomplished because I seen the tire change on it from when she was first coming out, there's like, oh man, why she hating this and that? And this is if you follow this game. I'm working in hip hop. I live hip hop. I am hip hop. I love the culture. I love everything about it. We got a lot of negative stuff that come with it. We got a lot of good stuff that come with it, but I'm in it. So you're not watching this game and you ain't seen her all week. If you ain't seen her, you probably ain't watching too closely, but she has been like now at this point everywhere. Now, her making it to TMZ, come on, that's one of the biggest media platforms that's even outside of just covering news and breaking stories. They brought her up there to be messy, of course, and she asked for $2,500. Tory Lanez got it to her, but when she said that, I said, oh man, here we go. This is one of the, this. It ain't that, but yeah, it's wild, but I seen the tide change on her now. You look in the comments, she got a lot of fans. After her and Finesse got into their back and forth, and she started ranking on Finesse, I seen people start saying all of a sudden, oh, she funny, we like her. Hey, little Glorilla, it's like 1,000 nicknames on her right now and everything going on. So it's like she really, they kind of turned the tide a little bit and got some of the people on her side because they wondering what's next. And then you got one of the biggest podcasters in the game, in the podcast game, period, speaking on the Joe Budden, and he feel like, hey, we should speak on this because it's everywhere. It's all on TMZ already. We're going to address what the culture looking at. That's part of the business. But I'll tell her this right here, man. Just first, let me say this. It's never going to work in the long run to air out family business. Just me seeing on the internet. These things don't last too long, and it's just one of them things you're going to look back later on and say, man, I didn't have to do that. That wasn't necessary. Even if we weren't talking and dealing with each other, you will see a lot of these fans and these people, they really don't care about you or your family. They just looking for the latest capital C's, and that's just how this game go. So I can put that out there for sure. Like, keep your family business private, man. Work it out behind the scenes. You might get a little run in the beginning. Maybe you might be able to turn into something big. Maybe you might not. But she's doing skits now. See, she has a couple skits and things, a couple interviews, and that's why, because you dissing the interviewers, you make it for the people that do podcasts and talk shows and streams, but these are the people that's gonna book you right now. So it's like you want them to book you for to come onto the podcast, but you want to diss them for doing podcasts. So you want to get there, use the platforms and say, well, nigga, you a podcaster, you a this and that, no podcast, then you got a talk show. You can't say that when that's finna be the lane that's gonna be like the most financially successful for you in this game. I don't know if she rap or she do nothing else, but yeah, she all on the live. You can tell she feeling herself and she letting it be known. She tipping people, ordering food and all this and that. I'm like, boy, and I'm gonna tell you like this too. You gotta know how this internet is switch on you. They finna watch your pockets next. They finna say, well, hey, you complain about that money. This is what they gonna talk. I'm just telling you how the internet work. It ain't none of my business. I'm just telling you the game. I'm in here. I done seen this happen before. You called out Glorilla about the money. They gonna say, well, hey, man, is you take care of your parents? Is you kicking some of that paper back to your people? That's how they gonna get to talking. They gonna say, well, hey, people came now. You said it was about your family and she ain't looking out for your mama and your daddy. They gonna start saying, you better be looking out for them. I ain't saying she ain't. I'm just saying this is how the internet work in this game. Just keep it all the way 100. But 2026 has been crazy. The capital C's have continued to be in the mix. Controversy, chaos, confusion, conflict, confrontation. To be a part of the conversation to keep the algorithm in rotation, we added crashing out to the situation. Make sure y'all tap into that Patreon, Urban Politicians TV. We got exclusive stuff on there. I just dropped the stream I did. We got more coming, raw, uncut, exclusive footage on exclusive streams, exclusive videos that I didn't get to here on YouTube, longer content on the Urban Politicians TV Patreon. Finna load it up some more. Tell me what y'all think. Stay on your pivot for shit show.